This is Umar for BoxNation. I'm joined by JB here in Riyadh. It's fight week. It's a massive fight week. You've had domestic opponents before. Craig Richards, Willie Hutchinson, top class fighters. Is Callum Smith in a different league or not to those guys?
Yeah, I think on paper, if you look at it, someone that was a former world champion, so I have to give him credit and say on paper, the toughest, yeah.
Those guys I mentioned, other fighters you've boxed from abroad. Now you're going with Callum Smith. Does this kind of prove that Joshua Buatsi will take on anyone?
From my view, yeah, but people always got something to say, so that's not for me to think about. I know what I think and how I think, but what the mass will think is up to them.
Where do you see Callum at this stage of his career, Josh?
It's a guy that's coming to fight for the interim. That's where he's at, and that's how I see him. Not sure how to describe it.
Okay. Break down why Joshua Buatsi beats Callum Smith.
Again, I can demonstrate better than saying, I can say all these things, but Saturday's round the corner, and I always say to you guys, that's the best time for me to show and, talk and whatever it is.
We shall see on Saturday. I want to touch upon Virgil Hunter. Just talk about the influence that he's had on you. How much have you changed, JB?
It's been a good addition to the team. Virgil, my coach Jeff, just the whole teammates in the gym and everything has been a good addition. It's been a hard one because it's far away from home, but it's something that I said, look, I want to finish boxing and say I gave it everything. I tried everything I could. Anything that I thought about, wherever I had to be, I was there. So it's been a good addition, one that I wouldn't change. I've learned so much, man, so much. But what a change that I'm very grateful for, yeah.
But yet the hardest sacrifice of your life?
For sure, yeah. Not that I'm a big fan of London, but back then I always wanted to be in London. When it's summertime, I don't want to be out of London, but I've missed the summers, I've missed London a lot. Now it's a bit easier to be out of London. I don't really mind, to be honest with you. But when I first started, it was hard. Now I'm just more used to it.
But these are the sacrifices you fighters have to make, right?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So it's no different to sacrifices that other people make on yourself.
I'm not making the same sacrifice, JB. I'm not going to make a claim to that. Look, this is a fantastic fight on paper. As you said, Callum Smith is a top-class operator, been there at the highest level. But when he has got there against Canelo Alvarez and Artur Beterbiev, he has fallen short. Are you looking to do a real job on him this Saturday and send out a statement to the light heavyweight division?
I think mainly I'm looking to make sure I add myself to that list of people that have beaten him. To just say at the end, my hand should be raised. I always tell you, like, however it comes, just take it. As long as my hand is raised as the winner, and that's what it's going to be.
Any means necessary.
That's it.
Listen, I've talked about the guys that you've taken out already in Craig and Willie, and obviously your plan is to do the same thing with Callum on Saturday. That kind of leaves one name in the UK. It's been talked about for years. I know he's sorted this situation out now with Frank and Queensbury. So the business side of things, that's kind of calmed down. But you could be looking at maybe the winner of Beterbiev Bivol, Benavidez maybe in a big showdown. Like, where does the Yarde situation sit in your head? Are you bothered about it or not?
Well, it's I'm bothered about it, but it's a fight that, as much as the public one, I also want. It's just about when it fits in, because the route I'm taking is clear to see where I want to get to. So if it depends what's on the table, what's offered, you know what I mean? It's something that I'm not shying away from. But as it is now, February the 22nd, this Saturday, we handle that. That's the most important thing. And then we can sit down and see what's available on the table.
But that's why I've asked, because you're heading towards a world title shot. So, obviously Callum's the priority, but that's the trajectory I can see you going in. However, the fans want it. It's a big money fight in the UK. Tunde did actually say that it was your side that didn't want that fight with Yarde. Just want to clarify that situation.
Yeah, this dude says a lot of things, and the thing about him is, I don't see him much, but when I see him, the energy he has on those interviews, it's non-existent in real life. I might see Yarde, and I'll be like, yo, like, what's up, like you're saying, and he will say whatever it is that he said online or clarify things, and I'm like, all right, cool, makes sense. But his manager, all that noise he's making, when I see him in real life, he doesn't say nothing. And it's all chat. And for me, it's good. It gets people talking. So I'll leave him in that lane. But you can see, regardless of what's happening, I'm handling business and I'm making things happen. So that's kind of where I stay with it. The noise and whatever they want to say about I accepted or I declined or whatever it is, cool. Keep saying whatever it is you want to say. Hopefully we'll fight. In the meantime, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Well, it always is just about business with you, has been at the start of your professional journey. So, Josh, best of luck this Saturday. We'll catch you well after the fight.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.